Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of October. Now Sag, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Sag, do keep in mind as well that I am not offering personal readings. I will not be offering personal readings for the foreseeable future. So if you get a message about a personal reading, that is not me. That is someone trying to take your money. So please do keep in mind there have been a number of scammers impersonating me recently. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. All right, Sag, let's see what we have here. Looks like a great month ahead for you. And let me just make sure everything is in view and we'll get right into it for you. All right. I think that looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the Knight of Wands. So this is a really nice card. This is a card of, it often comes forward when you're ready to move residence or change location, move to a new place, move to a new workplace, or anything like that. Just this idea of moving places. And, you know, the Knight of Wands is a card of like, you know, this would be like a card that would like go take a trip across country or move into a van down by the river or something like that, right? That sort of thing. And so where in your life are you being called on to passionately move towards? I feel like that's what's coming forward here with this Knight of Wands. It's also the Maverick of the tarot, meaning that it's kind of a jack of all trades. The Knight of Wands is capable of doing a lot of different things. And I definitely feel like maybe some of you are recognizing that about yourself. But actually, I think more of you, what's going on here is you're moving somewhere, or you're going somewhere, or you're trying something new. And it's maybe causing you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit here is what I'm feeling. Reason being is right away in the middle, you have the Fool. So this middle card bleeds into the rest of the cards. So it's a very important card in this spread. And this is 0, okay? This is a powerful energy. It starts off all of the tarot. It starts off the hero's journey or the Fool's journey. And the Fool is about to take a leap of faith towards the unknown. And they really have their back towards what was or what could have been or the attachments of their past. And instead, they move forward allowing the universe to handle the details. They're not sure where they're headed, but they know they're headed somewhere. And especially with this Knight of Wands and the Fool, this is major, okay? You are embarking on a new journey, whether that is physically relocating, or doing something new. Maybe you're doing a new enterprise, maybe you're moving to a new career organization, maybe you're moving to a new job, something like that going on here. So I definitely love to see that combination right away to start this reading off. Now, towards the beginning of the month, you have the Hermit, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Star. So, the Hermit, this looks amazing. I'm kind of excited for you, Sag. The Hermit here is all about self-mastery. Okay, this is somebody who is traversing the universe. They are one with the universe and they are learning something. They are going on some sort of solo journey towards knowledge. And you can see that this person, they are seasoned. They have their cane, they have their lantern, and they're on their solo journey. And for you, it's like, are you taking an academic or studious approach to something? Maybe you are an academic, maybe you are a student, maybe you're doing something like that. Maybe you're getting a new certification, or you're doing something new, or you're learning something new. Not everybody's going to be in that scenario, but some of you are acquiring knowledge about this new place that you're going. You have the Ten of Pentacles as well. card of abundance, major success, major fortune, okay, typically. Now remember, abundance is just your ability to receive. And so this can mean getting into that school that you've wanted, getting that loan, that school loan, or that car loan, or that car that you've wanted, something like that going on, where it's like you are receiving the thing that you've been looking for with this Ten of Pentacles. It is the full manifestation of the Suit of Pentacles. And so it does typically mean something that has a larger quantity to it, such as a home, or a retirement account, or something that's been sort of appreciating in value over time. It can mean inheritances, money being passed through generation. There are a lot of different things. I'll be interested to see what else is going on here. But you also have the star, okay? Some of you are in the spotlight, okay? Some of you are have star power about you. You can see this person here is in healing waters of renewal. And this also represents a wish granted. As you can see, the star on the third eye, this is a genie, okay? And the person on the card is a genie, and they grant wishes, right? And so, as I like to say with the star card, if you've cast a wish out to the universe, here it is arriving. And I do feel like the worst is behind you, by the way, because the card that comes before the star is the Tower. And I feel like maybe in the past you've had some challenges, but here you are. And I love this. Now it's interesting, we have 17 into 18. So towards the middle of the month, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Moon. So this is interesting with the 17 into 18. The moon is just warning you to use your intuition. This is potentially a Pisces person or Aquarius, which is interesting because they come one after the other in the zodiac. But this moon card here is, I feel like, sometimes it can be read that you need to take caution. But this whole reading is about throwing caution to the wind and going for it. So I would say be careful of emotions getting in the way, because it can also be an emotionally charged situation. The thing about the moon is it is temporary, a temporary emotional situation, so it will pass, especially with the amazing cards here. So now you also have the Six of Pentacles, which is a really nice card. You can see the scales on the card indicating some sort of financial or material balancing out in your life. This is the idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. And that can mean giving information. It doesn't have to mean giving money, but it can mean, offering help, offering, something like that. It could also mean that that's returning to you. And so it may be time for you to also, on the other hand, start to receive something. Now, towards the end of the month, you have the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Four of Swords. So this is interesting. Again, we have the 5 into 6. So we have progressions here. Things are progressing in this reading, and it looks really nice. So the Hierophant is like a large structure or organization. I oftentimes read it as the place that you work. For some of you with this Knight of Wands Fool, you're moving to a new organization or trying a new job that you've never tried before. Like, it may be in a completely different field or something that you're not used to doing. Maybe on the other hand as well, like studying something that you never thought you would be studying. But there's something new coming in, and I don't feel like you're conforming, because the Hierophant can mean conformity, but you have it with the Fool and the Knight of Wands, so I don't feel like that's you. Now you also here have the Lovers and the Four of Swords. So this is Lovers juggling tasks and priorities. It's the energy of duality and change in some regards. It can mean love generally, such as relationships, but it really, in this case, I feel like is duality. And you have this Four of Swords where it's like, maybe you've been go recently with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Swords, and maybe it's saying to maybe you need to take your backpack off and rest at some point along the journey as you go down the path or you go down the trail. And we'll see what else comes forward with that Four of Swords, but let's start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. There's also a bell. If you click that bell, you'll get post notifications from me. And lastly, Sagittarius, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope things are going well for you. So let's see what else we have here. We had a couple cards that wanted to come out and a few that I wanted to pick here. And so this first one that came out was Kuan Yin. Care and compassion, choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. So it's interesting because some of you are either returning the favor or the favor is being returned to you with that Six of Pentacles and Kuan Yin coming in. Wow. And you have Sanat Kumara, light activation, shine your light, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. This is the leader of the Keepers of the Light, which is the name of this oracle deck, according to the author. And so when you get that, you're activating, like you are moving into a new place. There is a light activation happening here. And then finally, you have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, miraculous changes are occurring. Another strong card here of like sort of spirituality or ascension, or making sure those thoughts are aligned as you take this leap of faith here. It's interesting because we also just got peaceful resolution. And what else will we get? Okay, and we have weight. Okay, and let's see what else we want. Let's see what else wants to come forward here. Okay. Wow, okay, this is now suddenly becoming like very spiritual. You have look for a sign. So I love the graphic on this card, but it's almost like you're going to be divinely guided or inspired to do something here. And you'll know when that time is right for you with the weight card. I do feel like with the moon, this is just a warning that to just be careful of like emotional situations getting the best of you is what I feel like, because everything else is amazing. And that's what I feel like saying. That's what I feel like saying here. So let's continue forward and see what else we get to clarify the situation. All right, so let's see here. Okay, you have the Empress, the World, and the Hierophant. Wow. 3 major arcanas. So that's big energy coming in to clarify. You have the Hierophant twice with the Star. Okay, you're the star of the show. Okay, there's some like people in your business or your organization or something that you're a member of or a part of. People are looking up to you. People are even looking towards you for guidance. With the 6 of Pentacles and the give and receive, like you are the star here, very clearly. And I feel like I see you being in the spotlight for some of you. Maybe you're a part of a community or a group or something like that. You're in the spotlight here. You have the World and the 10 of Pentacles. The World is a really positive card. It's the completion of a cycle. It's a powerful card too, because it's the last of the major arcana. And what I want to show you here is the 0 starts the Fool's journey or the hero's journey. And the 21, the World, completes the Fool's journey. And so you are running the gamut here. You're going full circle here. And at the end of the World card is a major victory or reward. And for you, with this Empress and the 10 of Pentacles, those are 2 major cards of abundance, the most abundant cards in the tarot. And so there's something coming in here for you, something that you've been wanting, something that you've been nurturing too. Okay, Knight of Wands coming in once again, Page of Swords, and the Tower. Wow, okay, so something going on here with this Moon card. Now I do want to point out we have 16, 17, 18, the Tower, the Star, and the Moon. So this reading is all about progressing forward. Light activation, okay? You're shining your light here very clearly with the Star twice. Or I'm sorry, no, the Star. We had the Hierophant twice. With the Star, light activation with the Star, the Tower, and the Moon. I feel like I'm not stressed about this Tower moment. You should really never be stressed about any of these cards because they're cards, and also when you really dig deep into these meanings, none of them are here to really alarm you. The Tower is what I feel like in this case is there may be a jolt. Like look at this, look for a sign. Do you see the lightning bolt here? Do you see the lightning bolt hitting the tower? There's going to be a jolt of information or energy here that moves you into a new like situation with light activation. And it's almost going to feel like an epiphany or something like that. Why do I feel like I've read that for you recently? Yeah, some of you are just, there's going to be a situation that happens here. And the thing about the Tower is it exposes an illusion. And the Moon is an illusion. And the thing about having an illusion exposed is it now allows you to see where you may be slacking on, where you may be going wrong on. And so just keep that in mind. It's a blessing in disguise. Let's see what else we have here. We have the Fool. Wow. The 8 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. So you have the Fool twice, with the Fool being in the middle. Wow. So you're moving. So some of you are just like, this is like career moves, money moves, life moves, like, and you're not sure how it's going to work out. You're not sure where you're going, but you know you're going somewhere, and you know that you're the star of the show. You know that things are going well. You know that you're a jack of all trades. You know that you're talented, and you know that you can work through this. With that Page of Swords, Eight of Swords, so like, there's something here where you're feeling blinded about. By the way, there could be troubling news that comes in and jolts you. But again, this is part of the path, and it's going to take you into a new place, and it's probably going to be better for you, and it's probably going to be more aligned with your soul purpose. As challenging as it may be at the moment, something good is very much happening here. Through the sort of darkness, through the ashes, something good's happening here. Eight of Swords telling you to just remove the blindfold, get out of your mind, okay? Your fears are getting in the way. You're really being guided to take a leap towards something new. And that Two of Wands is, you're going to go back to the drawing board. There's going to be a big jolt of energy, and you're going to be like, wow, okay, this is actually what I want to do. Now that I've thought about it, I'm gathering my thoughts, I'm doing my research, and this is actually what I want. Yeah, so there could even be forced rest, where it's like you were just going really hard for a while, especially as you complete that cycle in the beginning of the month, something like that. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Privileged lady, change, official person, community, courtship, bad health, despair, sure woman. Okay. So I always read bad health as the health of a situation, and or like the health of a relationship. I very rarely see it as like poor health, like literally. So just keep that in mind. What I feel like is going on here is, it's almost like something that you've been doing is just coming to a completion. And instead, there's going to be something new that comes in, and you're clearly moving. You see these, the car's ready, the bags are packed, you're ready to go. You're leaving the apartment, and you're moving into somewhere new. Somebody wants to really offer something to you. I feel like you're going to follow the trail. And there's something going on really good. Remember I said, you're a part of a community here. Remember I said that. You have community with Hierophant and the star. You're the star of the show. So this looks amazing. I'm excited for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. I will see you in the next one.